Hello Taurus, this is Nicole from the Vibes and Victory channel, and I am here to share a vibes reading with you for September 2023. This type of reading is just designed to give you some good advice related to how to keep your vibes high for the upcoming month. We're going to pull 3 cards, one from each of the decks that you see here. We have the Self-Care Wisdom cards, we have the Prairie Majesty Oracle cards, and we have the Tune In cards. So we're going to start with the Oracle cards here. And these Oracle cards come with a guidebook that will tell us more about what we see on the card. So I hope that you will have a really great month, and let's see what advice, guidance that we can get from these decks to help us get through September 2023. And again, this is for Taurus, the sun sign, rising, however you vibe with it, but for the Taurus sign. All right, so we have jump. Where am I ready to leap forward? The grasshopper. So let's take a look in our guidebook and see where the grasshopper appears. And I will read you the description. Throughout life, we experience different seasons and chapters. Some are characterized by rest and reflection, while others are more intense periods of growth. When Grasshopper shows up, there's a good chance you're poised to spring ahead in some way. Reflect back on your last chapter. What challenges have you recently faced? What did they teach you about yourself and how you want to show up in the world? Exploring answers to these questions will help you identify where you're ready to make huge progress. There are many species of grasshoppers to learn from, but on the whole, they are well known for their jumping prowess. If we had their abilities relative to human size, we could clear the length of a football field in a single leap. Isn't that amazing? Grasshoppers' hind legs are engineered to function like tiny catapults, projecting him forward. In the prairie ecosystem, grasshopper plays an important role in the food chain by consuming vegetation and then feeding many other animals. As you synthesize recent experiences, imagine the derived wisdom coiling into springs. Allow this to propel you forward by leaps and bounds. Remember too that grasshopper swarms have enormous power to dismantle and alter the landscape. You may want to consider or seek out opportunities to collaborate with like-minded individuals who are also ready for big strides. How can you work together to measurably change structures and institutions in ways that benefit everyone? Prairie dog and black-footed ferret may be useful allies for you too. And those are 2 other cards that's in this deck. Today we're going to just pull the 1 card. But so this description tells us that this month, it would be a really great idea for you to take some time to think about something that you have gone through recently, and also think about how you can use that experience through September and maybe throughout the rest of the year. Basically thinking about how you can take what you've been through, whether it was something that you would consider positive or negative or neutral, and use that learning, because almost every experience is just a learning experience. How can you use that learning experience to help you in the future, to help move you forward to whatever is next in your life? So that is a really beautiful message To get some more insight into that, we are going to use the Tune In deck. And again, this is what the deck looks like. So let's take a look at what we can see related to using our past experiences to help move us forward. Learning from your past mistakes is always a very, very high vibe thing to do. Very high vibe thing to do. When we are able to, instead of dwell on what happened in the past, just to take whatever we can from the experience and move forward. All right, so we have honor your no. Saying no doesn't have to be negative. Your no is your loving protector, making sure that there's room in your life for what you value. Don't shy away from your no. Get to know it. Become acquainted with the subtle signs that something isn't for you, at least for right now. Maybe your no is marked by physical tightness or an uncomfortable stirring in your gut. You'll get clearer on what no feels like over time. When your inner dialogue guides you to say no, embrace it. Honoring your no is a way to honor yourself. And this is a really beautiful illustration on the other side of the card that says get grounded. Getting grounded sometimes looks like just saying no, because getting grounded means that you are ready to basically take a time out, take some time to get your feelings settled, get how you feel settled and steady. If you think about the ground underneath us is usually the most steady thing that we have. So in relation to honoring your no, it is definitely time to perhaps use whatever experience you've been through in the past, use that knowledge, use that experience, and help it to tap into ways where it's time for you to take some of your power back. It's time for you to say no to opportunities, people, situations that are not aligned with making you feel settled, grounded, good, just offering you stability in some way. So I feel like that's the story that these two cards are telling us, that it's definitely time to just moving forward. Think about some of the situations you've been in the past that did not make you feel good and stable. Think about how you can move forward towards situations, people who will help you to feel better, feel more stable. I feel like your reading this month is really about pursuing stability and kind of just getting rid of all of these other things that may be not just a distraction, but things that are making you feel uneasy. We're moving into the fall season. It is time to kind of chill, right? It's time to kind of get us some ease going on. So use that and take that and apply it however it resonates with you. And to end off the reading, we're going to use the Tune In cards. And these cards are just about, they reflect on how you can tune into what's going on with you, your body, your mind, your experience. So let's see what we have going on here. And as I'm shuffling the cards, I actually hear grasshoppers outside of my windows right now. That's crazy. All right, surrender. So we have surrender, Stop trying to control life. It gets in the way of divine intervention. That is beautiful. And you know, when we think about the word surrender and releasing control, a lot of times in order to do that, we have to say no to ourselves. We have to say no to the things that other people want from us. But a lot of times we do have to say no to ourselves because we're telling ourselves, hey, I am not going to continue to try to control whatever this situation is. I have been through it. I have learned from it. I have one of the things that I learned from the situation is that I cannot control every situation. I certainly cannot control other people. And so in order to protect my peace and help me to start to feel more grounded, I have to let things go. I have to trust the divine God, whatever you call source. I have to release, learn from the situation, let it go, and just focus on moving on. So I hope that this reading was helpful to you. If it resonated, please do comment down below. Let me know. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is a new channel. So I would love for you to come back every week, every month, whenever I post videos, and be here with me. I hope that this was helpful to you, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, Taurus.